Hello Aries, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your June 2022 general reading. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. If you're returning, welcome back. As always, I am truly grateful for each and every one of you. So we're just going to have a look and see what the overall themes are for the month. This is not geared to money, career, love, or anything. It's just the overall general energy. But of course, if those areas do come up, we will address those. So let's get right into it. June should be a gentler month. May was... Wow. May was a very intense month, very intense energy. A lot of people had a lot of weird things going on, a lot of changes, a lot of epiphany moments, all those things. And when we get to June, it's a much gentler, much calmer energy. We don't have any major planetary clashes, so to speak. We do have Mercury in retrograde up until June 3rd. Okay, so just that's something to be aware of there. We do kick off your month with new moon energy. We've got a new moon in Gemini. And this really does bring about second chances to those people who are looking for a fresh start or looking for a bit of a do-over. New moons, of course, are all about doing new things. But this being in Gemini, there's also a huge energy of communication. And we are in Gemini season as well. So communication is at the forefront, especially the first few days of the month with Mercury in retrograde. Okay, so just be a little bit cautious there. But you may be looking at new ways you can communicate, get your point across, speak your truth. Okay, but you also may be really focused on matters of the mind. Perhaps you are picking up a book, learning new things, okay? Anything that requires that mental focus, right? You might actually be a little bit creative as well. We do have a Saturn in retrograde in June, just so you're aware. And this brings about actually a little bit of time to reflect. Usually Saturn is very much like in your face, the planetary teacher, right? But not a teacher that you necessarily like. Okay. And so when Saturn's in retrograde, you might get a little bit of a reprieve. Okay. It's just a time to reflect on maybe some life lessons that you've learned in the last little while. And, but if you've had any kind of recent big drama or anything like that, then this could certainly come back to the surface. But you may actually be rebuilding in some area of your life, or looking to get things a little bit back on track. The new moon in Gemini, again, second chances. Communication is very much at the forefront in that energy. And then of course in the middle of the month we've got a super full moon in Sagittarius. This is again where we may take a step back, reflect, appreciate yourself, appreciate your accomplishments over like the past 6 months, the past year. Even if you're not where you want to be, you're not in the same place as you were in the recent past. So we have, let's see, oh, this is wonderful. We have Moon Maiden coming in here with new beginnings, and we also have Dragon's Horde protecting the future. So the Moon Maiden that's coming in for you guys, all sorts of new beginnings. What are you looking to start fresh? Are you looking for a second chance? Are you looking for a do-over? Or are you looking to start something brand new? Okay, this is the moon energy that's tied with this particular card. So you might be feeling creative. So perhaps there's some hobbies or interests of some sort. Maybe it's an expansion of the mind. Okay, maybe you're looking to go back to school or anything like that. Of course, all centering around communication, but of course this and about creativity, but can also be in relation to your spiritual self, your emotions. Okay, it's like a fresh start. You've done a lot of cleaning house back in May, and now is just the time to start with that blank slate, start fresh, and a newer, better, improved version of you. So those moon cycles may actually be quite important for you in the month of June. It's like I said, it's a lot gentler energy. We don't have eclipses. We don't have major clashes. We've got some very beneficial energy that's coming in. So it's a collective sigh of relief, that's for sure. Then we have the Dragon's Horde coming in here also. Ooh, if I can pick it up. My goodness, there we go. Okay, so the Dragon's Horde, protecting the future. This is all about setting the seeds, planting intentions, or planting seeds, setting intentions. There we go, that's a little bit better. Okay, the Dragon's Horde, it's really this invitation and a reminder that whatever you start today, you will reap the rewards in the future. And very interesting and very prevalent prevalent that this has come out with the new beginnings energy here. Whatever you start on right now will blossom and grow into something where you can reap the rewards a little bit later on, okay, where you can turn a new start, okay, or start something new, and you can it blossoms into something very beneficial for you, something that you can use in the future. So, you know, this is also about putting something away for your future self. Okay. And sometimes we need that reminder. We want to buy things, and there's a lot of economic uncertainty in the world. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. Okay. We are in a time of upheaval. Okay. And it's for the betterment of us all. But unfortunately, we have to weather all of this storm. It's a big collective shift, right? But there's a lot of uncertainty about the future. So this is a reminder for you that to start saving for the future, to start planning for the future now, so that when you do reach a ripe old age, not only can you be a little bit more comfortable, okay, but maybe you also have something that you can leave behind. Okay, so a little bit of a practical energy that's coming in there for you as well. All right, so let's have a look and see what else that we've got coming out for you guys in the month ahead. I'm going to pull your overall energy here, and then we'll pull some clarifiers there as well. And let's see. Okay, so we have perspective coming in there. That's the Hanged Man energy. All right, let's see. We also have the Star coming in. That's beautiful. That's advice from Spirit. It's really time for you to shine. Blessings headed your way. We've got the Tower. We've got a fresh start coming in there. It's a blessing for you. So something is shifting and changing. And we also have the Devil card coming out there as well. So it feels like some of you are trying to release something here. You're trying to do things a little bit different, a little bit better, perhaps make some better choices, clear out some old karmic debt possibly here as well. Okay, and it looks like you are keeping a little bit of perspective. That Tower comes in to blow that Devil energy right out of the water. Okay, so let's just get a couple other energies here. We've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Emperor. Let's see, we also have Queen of Swords with the High Priestess. Very nice, very nice. You got a lot of spiritual growth here by the looks of it. Your spiritual self is very much shining at the moment. Okay, so I think if you are looking to have some spiritual growth, okay, or some personal growth in some way, then you certainly have that opportunity opening up for you here. So perhaps you are in that element of learning, communication of all forms, right? Communication with your higher self there as well. Hey, the Devil, clarifying the Devil. Ooh, okay, well, that's great. But we also have the Star at the bottom of the deck as well. So you have 2 stars and 2 devils. Very interesting energy that's coming out there. So the Star card, of course, is that Aquarian energy with the Uranus influence. Okay, so the Star is really about that, you know, your star is shining bright. Okay, it's your time, it's your chance to really blossom and really grow. This is a time of enlightenment for you. Your connection with your higher self and spirit, very much on point. The Star brings about some healing and balance into your world, brings about big dreams, big goals. Okay, set your sights high. Okay, what do you want to blossom? What abundance do you want in your life? This is all achievable and all attainable for you now. And that Star energy, wish upon those stars. This is showing you that these stars are aligned for you here, Aries, okay? There's some great energy that's going on in your reading, but I think you're also really facing some challenges, but I think you're facing them head on, and you are making some better choices here, right? That Devil energy, it's, you know, I mean, of course, it's unfortunate. It's Capricorn energy, okay? So you might just have a Capricorn person that is around you, okay? But this can also represent just making better choices, okay? Thinking positive rather than negative, facing your fears, okay? Those kind of things, releasing old habits, patterns, and behaviors. Okay, and that Star energy really does show that you may be inspired, you might be feeling very creative in the month ahead, but also it's really that expansion of your mind, okay? And so I think your spiritual growth, your personal growth, and your intellectual growth are very much highlighted for you in the month ahead. And but I just think that you've got this wonderful open mind. and you're trying new things, and it's like those doors are open for you. But again, that brings about miracles happen when the star card comes in here. Okay. And it is, of course, the big yes card as well, closely related to intentions and manifestations. All right, so the energy, the overall major energy coming in here for you is perspective. Okay, so again, this is very much like that Saturn retrograde energy, very much like the Sagittarian full moon energy. This may be a month here where you're really taking a step back. You're not necessarily making big, bold moves, although for some of you, maybe you are letting something go, making some change. Okay, but the perspective energy, this is Hanged Man energy coming in here. So it is a reminder here to take a step back, be patient, put one foot in front of the other. It is an energy of releasing and letting go, surrender, sacrifice. Okay, it's a very, how should we say, a taking a step back kind of energy that is coming in here. So you may have some healing that's going on. We see this coming in over here. The star energy twice brings about some healing. The tower brings about the letting go. We've got the Empress, self-love, self-care. Okay. And, so you may really be in this energy where, there's been a lot of chaos in May. You probably had some revelations, some epiphanies that have come in, and this is your time to release the old and so that you can embrace the new. You may also get different perspectives on things in your world in the month ahead here as well. The Hanged Man energy is when we take a step back and we open up to other people's perspectives. We see things from a different point of view, a different angle. This brings us insights, new insights, fresh inspirations. It brings us answers and epiphany moments. Okay, it brings us that enlightenment that we may be looking for. So sometimes it's hard to open up and be a little bit more in the flow, or to, welcome, shall we say, new influences and new ideas and things like that into our world. But that's what that Hanged Man brings in. So again, your world may be expanding, your personal self may be expanding. But we also have the Ace of Pentacles and the Emperor. So there may certainly be some new opportunities that come in here for you in the month ahead. The Ace of Pentacles brings in a little bit of luck and a little bit of good fortune. Okay, so perhaps you are looking at making a fresh start, okay, or making improvements in your material world, your home, your money, your finances, your investments, I should say, your career path. All right, whatever that is for you. Okay, you might be looking at a fresh start there. You may also have improvements in your commitment levels. Okay, whatever it is, you've got some success that's at play here. Okay, you're very much in the driver's seat with the Emperor energy, your energy coming right on out into the board. Okay, so this is really about, having a good solid foundation, being grounded, being practical. Okay, and also being very much in control of your situation. The Emperor brings about an energy of success and strategy, and also one of being very taking charge. Okay, I think that you're probably doing a little bit of reflection here, and you're thinking about what can you do to improve your situation? What can you do to improve any area in your life that's important for you? I think that you're open to learning new things. I think you're open to new ways of doing things. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of I don't know why, a little bit of inventor energy. The Emperor is not necessarily an inventor. Maybe more the magician with the Emperor. But anyway, a little bit of an inventor energy. So maybe it's just your time when you're really expanding your mindset, okay, and it feels as though you're reinventing yourself on some level, okay, in some way, whether that's just the quest for new beginnings, okay, or whether that is you kind of doing a little bit of alchemy in your world, okay, just creating something, creating your own little nest in some way, okay. So but I think here it's probably more that with that star energy there, and also the Gemini energy that's coming in, right? So I just think that you're maybe reinventing you, Aries, on some level, okay, but the Emperor can certainly represent an advice card coming in here as well, okay. So perhaps there is somebody in your world here that can come in. Maybe they have an opportunity for you, they may have an investment opportunity, or they may have some sort of practical guidance and advice for you. in the week, in the month ahead. And hence that Hanged Man energy with that perspective card coming in there, okay, is that you're open to receiving someone's advice and guidance. You're open to a new perspective or a new way of doing things with that Ace of Pentacles there. The Ace of Pentacles is also can also be the first signs of manifestation. So if you've previously set some intentions for manifestation into your world, okay, then you may start to see things, those doors open for you, okay, and it is because you're shifting your perspective, okay, you're perhaps broadening your horizons a little bit, and perhaps not keeping yourself pigeonholed. Okay, it's a little bit more of, okay, I'm open to some suggestion. All right, if I don't have what I want right now, hey, you know what? Maybe I need to loosen my search parameters a little bit. Okay, so and sometimes that's when those doors open, especially if you're looking for something to do with your job, your career, anything like that, right? Sometimes if you're on the quest for something, you need to drop some restrictions in some way. Okay. I mean, on a very practical level, if you were, say, looking for a new job and you're looking online and you have your filters set really, really tight, let go of some of those filters and you just may be a little bit surprised, a little bit of luck with that Ace of Pentacles. But this can also represent your level of commitment to areas of your life. Okay. You might be looking for new things to commit to, or you may be looking to enhance your existing commitments. Okay, but you might actually be looking at areas in your life that maybe you have overstayed your welcome, so to speak. Okay, sometimes we have a false sense of loyalty. I'm not sure why I'm getting this. I think it's probably because the devil energy is out there. Okay, sometimes we do commit to things, and we don't always come to terms with when it's time to let something go. And it ends up being a little bit of false sense of loyalty, okay, because not everything is meant to last forever. Not everything is meant to stick around for, 10, 20, 50 years. And we are meant to change, and we are meant to evolve in our spiritual selves, our personal lives, and of course, our material world as well. So there may be something that you're looking at here where you have been committed, you've been successful, you've gone as far as you can go, and perhaps there's something here where, you know what, maybe something really doesn't have any opportunities left for the future. Okay, and this could be some sort of epiphany that you've had back in May or leading up to when you see this reading. Okay, so you might have just be kind of, making a little bit of change there. Your advice from Spirit, we've got the star energy coming out here, and of course we've got this coming out here twice for you. Okay, so your advice here from Spirit, okay, keep the faith. Okay, keep that sense of wonder, keep that sense of hope that you've got. Okay, and Aries, you're usually quite a go-getter. Okay, and you're usually very much a force to be reckoned with. Okay, and but you don't shy away necessarily from starting new things or anything like that. There may be some fears or things. We're more than a makeup of just our sun sign, right? We are a makeup of a whole bunch of different aspects in our astrological chart. And then of course there's learned behaviors that we have going up through the years. So sometimes we don't trust ourselves. Sometimes we have a lack of inspiration, or we feel as though situations may be hopeless as well. Okay, but the star energy brings about this sense of renewal to your situation, restoration of hope and faith. And so Spirit says here there's wonderful things that are opening up for you. Doors are opening up for you. Personal growth, spiritual growth, new opportunities, manifestations, okay, that are coming in here for you as well. So don't lose faith, don't lose hope. All right. The star also brings in, of course, wishes and dreams and miracles and all sorts of wonderful energy. So again, stay positive. Okay. Stay faithful to your goals and your dreams. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Okay. Keep that wonderful positive outlook. Okay. Keep that fire alive inside you. If you are looking to make any kind of change, then now is the time. All of these stars are really aligning for you in the most wonderful, most positive kind of way. All right. So think big, dream big, and let your light shine. Okay. But also trust your intuition as well with the star energy. This is also, can also be one of, it's, there may be a fated situation. Okay. Something written in the stars is playing out in your world in some way. Okay. And it could certainly just be that you've got a karmic situation that you're dealing with and you've got some healing coming in here. So you're maybe closing a chapter, which would be very wonderful. Very fresh and nice little fresh start for you. Okay. But whatever it is there for you, it's super duper positive, and Spirit wants to make sure you're aware. We also have coming in as advice as well, we've got the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess. Now, both of these energies are highly intuitive. Okay, so your intuition and your spiritual self will certainly guide you and light the way for you. Okay, remember the star energy there is that Aquarian energy with that Uranus influence, okay, of trying new things, getting out of your comfort zone, having that positive outlook, that positive aspect on things. And with the Queen of Swords coming in here, the Queen of Swords is, an energy there where you may have had some failures, okay, or what you think are failures in your world. You may have had relationships that didn't go your way. You may have had careers that didn't go your way, okay, or maybe you've just had some turmoil in your life, but you're still here. You're still on top of the world. Okay, you have survived. The Queen of Swords is a bit of a survivor. Okay, that energy where not everything has always worked out, but it's like there's a lot of wisdom that comes out with both the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords. So I'm feeling here as though, with the advice from Spirit is that you may not have always had everything that you wanted. You may not have always had the success that you dreamed of. You may have had to let a lot of things go and put up a lot of boundaries in your life. You may have had to really speak your truth in a lot of situations, okay, but you're older and you're wiser for it now, okay, and you're more mature for it now. So perhaps here, Spirit's really inviting you to use your inner wisdom to really navigate your month ahead, and of course make plans and make tracks for the future. Speak your truth, be honest, be open, okay. And if you are in situations that you think that have run their course, or there's no more room for growth, then perhaps it is time to put up some boundaries and to let something go. Okay, be honest and be open. Okay, express yourself. All right, but also your intuition is certainly at an all-time high here, Aries. Okay, I think there's a lot of spiritual growth coming in for some of you here. But I also think here that Spirit's giving you a little bit of a heads up. The High Priestess tends to be the keeper of secrets and mysteries. Okay, so you may have something that gets revealed to you in the month ahead. Now, this could just be a deep inner knowing. All right. And something inside you is saying, hey, there's something about to shift. Okay. Or there may be a change in the wind. But there may also be something that is very wonderful that's coming in here for you. Okay. And so think positively and keep that faith, right? So there may be something that gets revealed to you. Now, this could be some information. This could be doors opening for you. All right. Your intuition will show you the way. Okay. But the High Priestess is very connected to the moon cycles as well. And we already do have the moon energy that is coming out here for you. So either there's been something that's been initiated with previous moon cycles for you, especially in May, okay, or these moon cycles will be with the gentler energy that's coming in for the month, the welcome relief, okay, of that gentler energy. There may be something there with those moon cycles. Spirit could really be saying, speak your intentions very clearly with a sense of purpose and with a lot of clarity here, and all those stars are aligned for you. So if you are setting any kind of intentions or anything like that, then these moon cycles in the month of June will be very, very beneficial for you. Okay, it's like everything's just snapping into place for you there. All right, but communication of all kinds is the key for you. Verbal communication and also your intuitive connections there as well. Okay, so just really be very clear with whatever words you need to speak, with all of your written communications as well. Okay. And, just know that, be a little bit discerning. The High Priestess is a very conservative energy, right? Very quiet. The Queen of Swords is not. Okay. And so, maybe you need to be in the month ahead. There's situations that may evolve around you where you need to be a little bit discerning or conservative with your communication or with your communication style. The Queen of Swords can be quite blunt. Okay, not in like a negative way necessarily. It is in the upright. All right. But sometimes speaking your truth can hurt. So it's really Spirit here saying that not only with what you tell yourself, but also the communication that you have with other people. Just be a little bit cautious, a little bit discerning with what you say. Not that Spirit's telling you to lie or sugarcoat anything or anything like that, but sometimes we just need to choose our words a little bit wisely. All right. There you go. So anyways, so your blessings headed your way, though. It's very exciting. Kind of. Okay. We do have a shakeup a little bit. Okay. We do have the Tower coming in here. Now, remember, this is in your blessings position. This benefits you in the month ahead. There's some sort of upheaval. Okay, some sort of revelation or epiphany or something that knocks your socks off, that rocks your world. Okay, the Tower is a release of old energy, old ways of thinking, old situations, old commitments. Maybe if you're in a reinvention kind of area. Okay, you name it. Okay, it's the Tower comes in for some sort of sudden, unexpected change, maybe a surprise. Okay, where your old ways are gone by the wayside. You're left with your foundation, your inner wisdom, your knowledge, your experiences, but it's making way for something new. So I think there is something new coming in here for you, okay, whether it's that fresh perspective, new ways of thinking, those epiphany moments, or something in your real world. This can also come about with the Tower. It can also come about with healing. Okay, with that healing energy, 2-star energies plus the Hanged Man energy of that release, that letting go. And this is a release and letting go in a big way. Okay, so just be a little bit aware of that. All right, and remember, whatever this is for you, a surprise, a change, a revelation, okay, whatever it is for you, this is beneficial for you. Even if this Tower energy is something that sometimes the Tower can be something that comes to an end, an abrupt halt, so to speak. Okay. And even if something does shatter in your material world, okay, even if something really does come to an actual end, a relationship, a job, those kind of things, it's opening new doors for you. Okay. It's leading you on a path. Your destiny is unfolding. This star energy, something is materializing in your world in a really positive way. It might be scary. Okay, because whenever we do have something that we don't quite expect, usually our intuition has kind of shown us that something's happening anyway. Okay, but we quite often ignore it. And so we quite often get that hindsight, right? It's like, oh, I knew that was going to happen. I should have done something earlier. Okay. And so, but even if something is coming to an actual end, it is leading you on a better path. It is leading you on a different trajectory. Okay. Maybe a fresh start. And we have fresh starts coming in here for the month of June as well. Okay. So the Tower also comes in here as a benefit for you to get you out of your comfort zone. Okay. It's this little bit burst of adrenaline, this burst of massive energy. Okay. To get you moving, get you shaking, get you going, get you trying new things. Okay. And getting out of your comfort zone and ultimately getting unstuck, because with the Hanged Man energy here, okay, you may have been feeling stuck for a while. Okay. And it could be on purpose. It could be that you've just been really thinking about things long and hard, and you're not making any moves until you have all of your ducks in a row. Okay. But that Tower, I think once you figure out what you want, okay, or once you're ready to take that step, boom, there is no holding you back here, Aries. We have the Four of Cups coming in here as well. So as a blessing headed your way, there could certainly be something that you don't know of yet. Okay, something can catch you off guard. The Four of Cups can sometimes come in as a little bit of a surprise. All right, just saying. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. All right. And with the Four of Cups, sometimes we just can't see something. We're focused on what we don't have, or we focused on what is not working in our lives, or, we're in a ho-hum energy. We're kind of just like, bleh, right? And we get that fourth cup in when we shift our perspectives, or when we're a little bit more open. So there could certainly be some shift in here that opens new doors, new portals for you, okay, or that just allows you to see things in that big picture, and boom, that's where you get opportunities, or that's when you get a little bit of enlightenment, or that's what you get what you maybe didn't even know you were looking for. And that comes in with the Queen of Cups. So be open and be receptive. The Queen of Cups can certainly bring in some spiritual growth for you. It can also bring in a lot of healing. The Queen of Cups is a wonderful energy of healing, of enlightenment, of spiritual growth, control of your emotions. It's a very calm, very serene energy. So it can certainly be the calm after the storm comes in here for you. The Queen of Cups can also be a person coming in your life. Maybe someone gives you some guidance or support. Maybe they even have an opportunity for you. It can be love and romance, but it could also just be something that can make you very happy or lead you in a pathway that opens new doors for you, that is better for you in the long run. Your overall outcome, here's the thing. We do have the Devil energy coming out twice. Oof, man, double whammy. Okay, so whenever we have this, I think here that you're learning some lessons. And I think the Tower energy that is coming in here for you is blowing the Devil energy out of the water. Okay, I think it's something to do with facing your fears, of letting go. Okay, wrapping up a karmic cycle. Perhaps the Devil energy can quite often represent those karmic cycles that we repeat over and over and over again until we finally get it right, or we finally learn our lesson and cut it off. Okay, so I think here that you are facing your fears. I think you're looking to make some change, okay? Do things in a better way. The Devil keeps us stuck, okay? It can represent temptation, okay? Control, obsession, all of those low vibe energies. It can also represent addictions of all kinds. Of course, whenever anyone hears the word addiction, we think of drugs and alcohol. There is a lot more things in this planet to be addicted to. Okay, you could have an addiction to love. Okay, some sort of issues in that regard. Okay, this can be, our negative ways of thinking that can come in here, right? Obsessions or addictions, what we're talking about. Addictions can be our addiction to people, okay, or to food, sugar, okay, all of those things, all right. But I think you're really trying to keep things in perspective. And if you are dealing with a person who's representing the Devil energy here, I think here with the Queen of Swords, the advice from Spirit, whenever we get the Devil card, perspective and boundaries are always needed, whether it's within us, our bad habits, okay, our behaviors, our patterns, or whether it has to do with a person in our lives or a situation in our life, right? Think of a toxic work environment. The Devil card will come out. Okay, a couple of days ago, I pulled cards for myself for my workplace. I had some questions that I needed a little bit more advice on, and of course, I got the Devil card. I'm like, oh boy, and sure enough, yeah, it ended up being a really rough day. Okay, so think of those situations that are not the healthiest of environments here. Okay, so I think here that you're maybe looking to make some better choices. I think you're looking to let some things go, and I think if you are in a situation where you maybe can't necessarily leave a toxic environment or an unhealthy situation, then I think here this advice from Spirit with the Queen of Swords, I think Spirit's really trying to show you that there's better things on the horizon for you. Okay, there's big changes that are available for you, or at least a shift in your way of thinking, so that at the very least in your environment you can put up some very healthy boundaries. Queen of Swords is excellent energy for putting up boundaries and keeping things in a perspective, looking at things logically, okay, and even learning as well, okay, with that energy, highly intellectual with that. Okay, so sometimes we need to take a logical, intellectual approach to things, and sometimes we really do need to put up some personal boundaries. So I think you may be doing that, okay, in that regard, and that's partially what that Tower is all about there. Okay, there's a better way, some karmic healing that's coming in here as well. And of course, that Tower doesn't necessarily mean that there's something changing in your physical environment, because we can't always make changes really quick on the drop of a hat, because Spirit doesn't want you to be, especially if you're something to do with a workplace or anything like that, Spirit doesn't want you to be like destitute, okay? But it's really certainly something to consider, and you're making plans for it a little bit later. But we also have the Empress coming out here as well, and the Empress is a wonderful energy of love, of self-love, self-care, of taking care of numero uno, of trying to do things in a better way. Okay, so I think here that with the Empress energy, I think you're really opening up to new experiences. The Empress brings in the new. It's a very fertile time for you to make better choices, okay, or to find different environments here that are healthier for you, that are better for you. Okay, those doors are opening for you. The Empress being one of creation, okay, as well, it's a great time for you to create whatever it is that makes you happy, that makes you proud, that makes you joyous, all right, and to face your fears even here, okay? And everyone has some sort of fears, okay? And even if we've done some healing in the past, okay, and we've cleared out some old energies and all that kind of thing, we develop new fears, okay? Because you know what? That's what humans do. We sometimes make things a little bit more difficult than they have to be, okay? So, but I think here there's a big healing element that is coming in here for you. I mean, it's 2 stars, right? We've got the Queen of Cups. Even the Empress is like, yeah, you know what? I'm open to doing things a little bit of a different way. Okay, I'm opening my heart, my soul. All right, and I'm just in the energy of allowing. Okay, rather than blocking with that devil energy. Okay, so, but the devil energy can represent that there may be some sort of challenges that you are dealing with in the month ahead. Okay, but I think here with that Empress energy, with the Queen of Swords, and of course all this star energy coming in here, I think that it's a big reminder for you to make better choices, to maybe look at your choices that you're making and choose love over fear. Okay, choose positive over negative, right? All of those things. And I think here that you have a little bit more positive energy to be able to do that. Okay, and again, even if you can't make some physical moves out of a situation, if you are in a situation that reflects that devil energy there, then I think there you're keeping things in a little bit different of a perspective. All right, but that Empress energy here, you may also have been in situations where you have not looked out for yourself. Okay, you've not put yourself first, you've put other people first. And so I think here, love being the highest vibration of all, I think here that you're going to take care of some of your own needs. All right, and help maybe either cut off negativity, okay, or you're just doing things in a different way, putting up some boundaries there that are very much necessary and very much required, especially if someone's taking advantage of your good nature. Okay, so, but I really do think that there's some energy there of really facing your fears and really wanting to do things a little bit differently. Okay, but if you are on a manifestation journey, the devil energy there with the Empress is a big reminder, okay, is that once you set intentions, and when we're talking manifestations, you need to let it go. Okay, set it and forget it. Think of a wishing well, right? Think of a wishing well. You throw a penny in the wishing well, you make a wish, and you walk away. And you don't think about it again necessarily, right? So the Empress is the energy of allowing. Abundance flows to the Empress. She doesn't chase it. She doesn't hold on. And so that's that reminder there as well. Okay, trust is a big thing when we're setting intentions, okay, and we're manifesting things into our world. Things don't necessarily, sometimes things happen, boom, drop of a hat. Other times there's things that need to happen along the way. Everything's got to align, right? So we need to really release that need to control the outcome, to micromanage our world and our universe, and to be a little bit more in the flow with that Empress energy. So let's get a last couple of cards for you here. All right, so we do have number 46 coming in, and domestic harmony. For some of you, you have a lot of bliss in your personal world. We've got love, we've got romance, we've got all of these things. You may have some healing here if you've been through some challenging times. okay? But there's something here that really does need to be addressed with that devil energy coming out twice. But I think here you're keeping things in a different perspective, all right? But this could certainly be something to do with your home, okay? So I think if you've been going through some challenges in your home life, I think you might be making some changes. Okay, and I think there's some healing and some peace coming in here now that may result in something coming to an end. Okay, just that heads up with that tower energy, because we can be the masterminds of our own tower moments, right? We can wake up one morning and go, I'm done. And all of a sudden, we change everything all at once. Okay, and if you look back on your life, you've probably had that tower moment every once in a while. You could probably pinpoint them as you go backwards. Okay, but I also think here that there may be some new opportunities coming in here to improve your home life. Okay, to restore balance in your home life, whether you are single or whether you have a family and a significant other. Okay, domestic harmony is everything in your home world where you call your home being in balance, being in a good place, being healthy and happy. Okay, is it happy 24 hours a day? Well, maybe not. Okay, but at least everything's kind of, positive for you there. So look out for 4s and 6s. We also have number 55 coming in here. Haha. Okay, hello, tower energy. The number 55, fives do represent obstacles and challenges. However, they also represent the opportunity for change and for exciting new adventures in your life here as well. Embrace the change. Remember, the tower energy here is a blessing for you in your month ahead. So embrace the change, try new things, get out of your comfort zone. Adventure awaits for you. So be on the lookout for the number 5s. I'm going to leave that there for you, Aries. I hope there was something here that resonated with you in some way. I just have to point out the Moon Maiden card here with New Beginnings is number 41. That reduces down into a 5. Just saying. All right, so hopefully there was something here that did resonate with you. If there was, please don't forget to hit like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I hope you have a fantastic month. Be on the lookout for career and finance readings, for love readings, and for singles readings. I will have those out as well. Have a great month ahead, Aries. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.